buildings. Building 7 in the World Trade Center complex is on fire and has either collapsed or is collapsing.
You hear that? Keep your eye on that building. It'll be coming down. The building is about to blow up. Moving back.
Is Building 7 at the World Trade Center, and that building is in danger of collapse as it continues to burn.
According to authorities at this moment here in Lower Manhattan, and that is the growing fear that another building in the World Trade Center complex, which was not struck by an airplane, is in danger of collapsing.
Medical student, he was down there, he was trying to help people. His name is Daryl.
Yeah, so I was just standing there, you know, we were watching the building actually because it was on fire. The bottom floors of the building were on fire, and you know, we heard this sound that sounded like a clap of thunder. Turned around, we were shocked to see that the building was, well, it looked like there was a shock wave ripping through the building.
There's still concern about a building right there.
And the windows all busted out, and you know, it was horrifying.
One of those buildings, Building 7, I believe we said, in danger of collapsing.
Miller realizes that 7 World Trade Center is next to fall.
See where the white smoke is? You see this thing leaning like this? It's definitely coming. There's no way to stop it.
No tall building had ever collapsed primarily due to fire. But that's exactly what investigators believe happened to the 47-story World Trade Center Building 7 on September.
Had moved back from that building before, which you're about to see again here on videotape, knowing that fire could not be fought because of the instability of the structure, because of the fire that had burned since shortly after 9 o'clock this morning.
Dana Tyler is joining us.
Looking like a Three Stooges movie covered in plastic, I swear to God. But he got a good thing, man. That's some good shit. Then we went back there. Whoa, 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 whoa!
If anybody out there can help, any vendors who have food or supplies, the firemen have no food, nothing but snacks. They need fluids, they need water, and they need protein foods. This is just the beginning of what they're facing. And we need masks. We need TB masks. Holy shit! What is it?
It just went down.
What just went down?
World Trade 7.
It did.
Now, here we're going to show you a videotape of the collapse itself.
Describe that.
Now we go to videotape, the collapse of this building.
It's amazing.
Amazing, incredible, pick your word. For the 3rd time today, it's reminiscent of those pictures we've all seen too much on television before, when a building was deliberately destroyed by well-placed dynamite to knock it down.
Engineers are not just focusing on the Twin Towers. The most disturbing structural event was not that the Twin Towers fell, but that Tower 7, ignited by flying debris, fell due to fire alone.
The failure of the building was an implosion, so it failed completely different than Towers 1 and 2, in which the floors failed first.
About an hour after the actual explosion, which was about 9:15 in the morning. If you wanted to calculate a time to cause maximum disruption, you would calculate that time as the start of the working day and perhaps the biggest, busiest complex in the world.
This is Building 7 in the World Trade Center area is collapsing. Now, whether we don't even know whether this was something that was engineered for safety reasons, or it just happened as a consequence of the 2 collisions this morning.
And since the most recent collapse, which happened just a short while ago, Building 7, a 47-story building, as part of the World Trade Center complex, collapsed. That building had been, we were told, completely evacuated. But the fate of people on the ground, including rescue workers, as it came tumbling down, we simply don't know. But it had been threatening to collapse, had been on the verge of collapse for a long while, so perhaps most of the area had been evacuated. But who could have anticipated this kind of incredibly dense
Late this afternoon, just before 5:30 p.m., the number 7 building at the World Trade Center also collapsed. NBC
You should move out of your apartment, Fabiana. Yes. You've got Carolina here?
Yes. They advise us to leave because we have...
Oh my God. Look behind us. Please pan in this way. Please be careful of your baby. This is it.
That's the building coming down.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. No. Listen.
Okay.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
We're okay. I think we're okay. Ashley, I think we're okay.
All right. We're going to have to move this way. We're going to have to move. We're going to have to move. That cloud is coming this way.
Yeah. Ashley, get out of there. Leave the camera.
By police that you should move out of your apartment, Fabiana. Yes. You've got Carolina here?
Yes. They advise us to leave because we have...
Oh my God. Look behind us. Please pan in this way. Please be careful of your baby. This is it.
That's the building coming down.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. No. We're...
There are going to be a lot of claims and counterclaims in the course of the next 24 hours or so.
I referred to it.
Looks like 7 World Trade Center just collapsed. Look at this. Unbelievable.
I told you that sucker was going to go.
That's coming here, isn't it?
What, the cloud?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
A 47-story skyscraper. It's converted all of its gravitational potential energy into kinetic energy. Therefore, it can't crush the 40,000 tons of structural steel that's holding it up and fall.
Yeah. I got it. I got it.
Rick used time-lapse mode to conserve tape, so 2 seconds of real-time recording is followed by a 6-second pause. The first footage is shortened and speeded up to get straight to the collapse.
Here's
Here's an update now from the 1010 Winds newsroom. Later tonight, we expect to hear from President Bush. That plane was debuted, and here's Matt Ward.
Major difficulties around the area. New Jersey Transit outbound Hoboken Terminal operating on a load-and-go basis, no inbound service, and also out of Newark Penn Station, limited service on the Northeast Corridor and North Jersey coastline.
Look at it now as you continue to describe what you have seen. We're looking at the tape now, Jeff.
Okay, good. This once again happened only within the last few minutes. We saw
Command Center. The original command center, called the bunker, was housed inside 7 World Trade Center. That building collapsed on September 11th after burning much of the day. The first bunker cost $13 million. It was built to withstand hurricane strength.
The World Trade Center. According to Con Edison, potentially dangerous chemicals were kept in 7 World Trade Center. Con Ed says before that building collapsed, it housed 109,000 gallons of oil and hundreds of pounds of potentially dangerous chemicals in 2 electrical substations.
Succumbed to a raging oil fire within and fell to the ground.
I didn't see any reason for that building to fall down the way it did, and a lot of guys should be saying the same thing.
Watching all day. This is like watching the collapse of an active volcano, and the dust from it is not unlike that from a volcano. We are on the phone with New York Fire Department Lieutenant David Restuccio. Lieutenant, where are you right now?
I'm at the corner of Northmore Street and Greenwich Street.
Can you confirm it was number 7 that just went in?
Yes, sir.
And you guys knew this was coming all day?
We had heard reports that the building was unstable and that it eventually would either come down on its own or it would be taken down. I would imagine it came down on its own, and we are just awaiting now at our triage for any other casualties or any other injuries.
Everybody all right where you are, Lieutenant?
Very, very much so.
They actually used the word brought down, and who was it that was telling you this?
The fire department, and they did use the word. We're going to have to bring it down. And for us, there, observing the nature of the devastation, it made total sense to us that this was indeed a possibility.
He says, well, you got to stay behind this line because they're thinking about bringing the building down. They didn't say what building, they just said bringing a building down. So we're like, okay, we'll take their word for it, we'll stay behind the line.
Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
For the first time, we have shown that fire can induce a progressive collapse.